Good afternoon, Twitch. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is System, and this is the hardcore run. So, let me get my screens all together. Hold on a second. Hold on. Totally unprepared. So when I played the other day, I called the stream Inferno, and I called it Inferno with the idea that I was going to get to the Nether because the way I see it is the Nether is probably the first good filter point for hardcore runs. Like either you make it through or you don't, and I want to get that kind of over and done with as quick as I can. Like, I either want to get to the Nether, make it safe, and start getting the stuff that I need, or I want to get through the portal as fast as I can, die, and start a new one. So we will see. But each day I'm gonna try to tear down a little bit of these surrounding houses. And that is with the assumption that that I'll be going the distance in this world. I'm not usually off on a Friday, so this is kind of interesting. But I figured a weekend evening is a pretty good time to do a stream, isn't it? So when I left off here on oh, hold on a minute. That's not right. There we go. When I left off the last session, I had just gotten a bunch of copper, so I was able to make bronze and get the initial machines built. Now at this point, I need to get a a tank for steam, and I need to get my my steam infrastructure set up. Bitrate looks pretty good. I'm just sitting here doing my chores, watching the bitrate flutter around a fair bit, but everything's above the line. Other than getting to the Nether, I don't really have any big goals here. But in order to get to the Nether, there is a bunch of steps that I'm going to have to work my way through. So it's not quite a straight shot. I need to in order to get to the Nether, of course, you have to go through a lit Nether portal. So I need to get the obsidian and also get the flint and steel. So I don't remember if I've found any steel, but I'll either use all of the found steel that I've got or make a bricked blast furnace. And then for the obsidian, I don't think I've found any obsidian, although I could go and do some loot games. Or I could I don't remember where else you can find obsidian out in the wild. I think you can find them in blacksmiths, but don't quote me on that. That might have gotten changed. I don't know. Or maybe that wasn't a thing in 1.7. I don't even remember. So yeah, worst case scenario, I'm going to have to make a brick blast furnace and also make alamite for an alamite pick. Best case is I go and do a loot game and I get 10 obsidian and a flint and steel for a reward. We could only be that lucky, but you know, I'll tell you what, I've gotten some streamer luck. I haven't been streaming that long, but I've had a couple instances of some really critical streamer luck already. So let's. I was gonna play. Uh, if I would have stuck to schedule, today would have been the Dwarven Stronghold run, but again, just for the because of how little I was able to get done in the previous stream, I wanted to knock this one around again. All right, so now that's enough. I'll clean up the rest of that some other time. Again, I'm not really too worried about the way things look. I'll probably just pave over this section at some point. I did fix my NEI to have different waypoints for different worlds. So every server and every save file is going to have their own set of markers, which I can't believe I haven't done that in the past. So now that is a thing. So we're good. So I'm going to start filling up the markers for this world. So I still need. We're gonna get one of these up there. We need the macerator, extractor, forge hammer, compressor, and then we need a water tank. This, and then we need we're gonna need some of these. So we'll do this, this, and this. Ooh, what's next? I need one of those. And I'm sure I'll have some other stuff that I'll make along the way. I want to make a crossbow. Yeah, I haven't made a crossbow yet, but you can make a pretty good crossbow out of wood pieces. Like my the crossbow on the dwarven run was wood string for the longest time. So yeah. I do also remember that I need to get 6 pistons for all of the pieces that I need. Speaking about pieces, I don't need these. I'm assuming I'll end up gathering up all of those junk pieces eventually once I renovate this village, if I get that far. Oh man. Come on, Knight, hurry up. Hello, dear first viewer. Hopefully you're having fun. I'm having fun. I'm getting ready to, I'm gonna mine all the ores all at once. Alright, so now... I need to hit all of those types of buildings in both villages in order to get enough pistons. Because I do remember my count from the end of the last stream. It was 6 pistons, 2 diamonds, and a piece of glass, and a bunch of bronze for these items. And then I don't think I have enough silver yet for the simple solar boiler, but I'm going to try to make at least one. And then the railcraft water tank, I'm probably going to make a relatively small one right at first. I don't think I'm going to have enough resources to make a good size one. And then I need to go ahead and get this smelter taken down, but I don't know if that was on the plans for today, but I should probably get it done. That's the one I was already in. Dang it. Alright, let's go to the other. So in this hardcore run, Alright, that's spooky. In this hardcore run, I think I'm only going to use one home. I'm not 100% set on that, but I think that I'm going to keep the /home as like an emergency note button. That might change in the future, but we'll see. I think I mentioned this in a previous stream. Like, I would want to balance it a little bit differently, I suppose. If I took away a /home, I would probably also take away like blood moons, and I'd probably want to turn off pollution, and I think I might actually turn off mob griefing anyway. But I haven't done any of that stuff yet. I am going to give myself a ton of claim chunks. That's an interesting one. Let's see. Just a bunch of junk. Okay. I'll gather up all my junk eventually. Three. Slimy, nice. Iron sword blade, that's kind of nice. Kind of wide. Ooh, we got an obsidian wide guard. Okay, hold on a minute. Can I make a tinker sword real quick? Alright, boy, that sucks. But it counts as being made. What do we got? We have a forest and meadows. Let's go ahead and let's just run those again. This is probably going to end up being the run that I'll have to finally make one of those Enderman smeltery tanks, because I generally don't do that. I generally don't I don't make more than a single smeltery most of the time. If I ever do make a second one, it's usually for glass, and that's only in very select instances. I did make a glass smeltery over on the public server playthrough, mostly because I stayed in Steam Age for months. I was in late Steam for like 4 or 5 months, and a couple of those months were inactivity, but still. What do you got? Ooh. Oh, okay. Alright. Interesting. Okay, so let's go over here. Alright. Awesome. I do want to see what's inside this chest in here. It's paddock. Don't need it. Escritoire. An escritoire. If I can speak. Apple oaks. I might actually take these apple oaks. Hold on a minute. Can I use them with crop sticks? Oh man, I do not want to do tree breeding. Oh, that's such a yeah, you know what? On second thought, maybe I'm not taking those. On second thought, 'tis a silly place. And did I already take this one? So I have 4 pistons. It's a decent start. I did think I was going to be able to come over here and harvest more. I think there might be a 5th one right here, but I don't think I'm gonna make. I don't think I'm getting the 6 that I thought that I was gonna have. That's a shame. Bronze chisel head. Actually, I want that. Surprised this hasn't burned down yet. Okay. Small iron springs. Those are good for the pressure plates. I don't need them right now. I'll take a helmet. Okay. Oof. Wow. Okay. There we go. And I got a little bit of glowstone. That's cool. And I kind of want one of these Thaumonomicons. Or Thaumonominum, as they're commonly known. Okay. Let's get this other stuff going. Just dump all of the things that I don't need right now. Right. That looks okay. So next up, I suppose, is going to be probably one of the iron veins. Let me think about this. So yeah, Do I have a bucket already? Yeah, I don't like being poor. We need to go find a loot game. um, there it is. I knew I had some. I only need a few, but I want to take a few with me to repair this bronze pick if need be. uh, so water tank is going to be that. Now what are we looking at here? 40% humidity. 40%. Ooh, that sucks. This whole platform, 40%. Man. Oh, man. Well, let's see. What can I do here? don't really have any good sneaky things that I could do. Hmm. Let's go check on what the humidity is over here. I mean, I could just make multiple water tanks, but I didn't even think about the humidity problem. $50. Hmm. Okay, interesting. Well, it could be worse. We could be in a desert. This is definitely better than desert. Oh, there's a plane. Sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna let it roll. Sorry. Apologize to anybody that has misophonia. I do myself. I have a little bit of a problem with that at times. So I'll have most of a pretty big size smeltery, and I'm just gonna have to make a bunch of pieces. But I probably will go ahead and make the Ender smeltery. Probably make a small one for me to use for the the alloys and making tools and whatnot, and use most of these bricks for the big one. I won't need to make an Endy smeltery over on the Dwarven Stronghold because I've got a really good Enderman spawner to use over there. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, you know what? I want these because I'm gonna have to start planting a bunch of cotton. So if I can get a bunch planted all at once, that'd be great. Any more? These are yeah, those are the whatevers. Oh man, I got the extra dumb today. Wherever I slept last time, I left the bed sitting there. Holy crap. Oh man. Serious? System, why you so dumb? What system, why you got big dumb? Unless I dropped it off on accident. No. Okay. Alright. So that's 5. In order to make a water tank, I'm going to need 26 sticky resin. So I will probably have to make a tree tap. I usually don't. But either I make a tree tap or I plant and harvest a ton of rubber tree saplings. Or both. Honestly, it could be a both situation. Oh yeah, and another thing that I wanted to do. And then I needed to pick up potatoes. Those were over here, right? Yes. Oh, I thought it was potatoes. Maybe it was seeds. I don't know. Whatever. I'll look at the quest book here in a bit. I don't want to mess with those Crimson Boys at all. Man, stop it. um, yeah, okay. Yeah, bitrate keeps bouncing around, but so far it looks like it's solid. 0 drop frames. To my surprise. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some mining done. Right. Where did I put the other? Yeah. Right here. right, so if I've got to make alamite and flint and steel the hard way, then I'm gonna have to go and dig up gypsum, calcite. I have to go and get a bunch of sand, and then I'm going to have to. I'm gonna need more clay. I'm gonna need more bricks, and gonna need a lot of iron. Probably a little bit more copper. Let me check a couple things. Hold on a second. Yeah, all right. No worries. So let's turn on. Let's take care of two things at once. This mineral sand. I can cook the basaltic and the granitic into iron. So this will be iron and gypsum straight away. Let's get that one done. And yes. um Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I'm just glad to have a day off. My work schedule has been quite a pain lately, and uh, it's causing me a little bit of extra grief. But a job is a job. It is what it is. Um, it is about time for me to start looking for new employment. I will be doing that sometime in the next couple of months. I need to buy a car, and that's right around the corner as well. Honestly, I could have spent today putting in some of the legwork that I'm going to have to do to buy a car, because like I've said to a couple people IRL, I don't want to just go to the first lot that I can walk to and pick the one that I like. I want to be able to some way somehow play up the fact that I could go somewhere else and spend my money somewhere else. I don't drive a hard bargain, but I would rather deal with at least the auto salesman version of a fair dealer. It's probably an oxymoron, but you know what? I've been called worse. Huh. All right. Alright, so let's see. I have, oof, man, this is gonna take forever. I have 6 gypsum right now. If I remember right, I need 36. Which would be half of 72. Yeah, well, we might not be down here for long because I'm gonna end up having to go and get more torches as well. I might have to spend a fair bit of time down in the coal vein. Again, this is anybody who plays Greg Tech understands what the you know what the beginning of Greg takes. Here, let's see. I'm only 7 hours into this playthrough, so there's a lot of mining to go. I could honestly spend the next 3 hours mining. We'll see what I can get done. Okay. A little bit more gypsum. Huh, yeah, thank you for the follow. I did see that. I won't ever have anything that like pops up a name up on the screen. This stream is going to be lurker friendly, but thank you very much for that, and feel free to say hi in chat if you want to. This this playthrough is hardcore, but so far the hardest part of this hardcore run has been resource acquisition. Honestly, but at the 7 hour mark, I thought that I was going to be getting ready to go for my first nether trip, and that's probably at least 2 hours away. Okay. Um, I do not want to risk going up that ladder. That's a bad idea. Very bad idea. Okay. So now I can't just cook this, right? Yeah. And then I'll set this gypsum ore right there. No, not yet. It's still stock GTNH version 2.5.1. I do intend to do a few changes, but well, okay, I'm sorry. I did add server utilities, but I think that's kind of a standard add-on. Yeah. I'm still working with one home and the original amount of claiming and loading chunks, which I don't remember what that is actually. 150. I'll probably increase the claimed chunks to 1,000, but I might leave the loaded chunks at 50. I used a seed. That's the seed for this run. It's got a two really nice villages right at the spawn, and then I got my first bed right here. What's next? I guess I'm gonna have to get lapis and mica for the calcite and the micro, of course. That's all a little ways away. Uh, Mica is a little ways away. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get the lapis. Oh. That would have sucked. I need to make torches. Nice. Do I really not have any coal? Wow. Yeah, I've got a coal vein, but it looks like that's actually the next stop. Not the lapis. One of these two is already uh got a full staircase. Okay. Yep. Oh, you should. It's a lot of fun. They've made a lot of changes. I'm playing 2.5.1, but the 2.6 is getting ready to be released relatively soon. They've been doing nightlies on 2.6 for a while. Hey, Exy, how's it going, man? Yeah, just kicking around the hardcore run today. I didn't get as much done the other day as I wanted to, so I figured uh, uh, take two on getting another portal up and running. Um, I've been pretty busy overall. Mostly mostly IRL, non fun, non game things. Um, but I did actually start looking into. Yeah, this is a side thing. Um, I'm only doing the hardcore run every few days, or maybe like every other stream, every third stream, something like that. Uh, but I tried playing the hardcore world a few days ago, and I spent 2 hours just finding copper. It was absolutely terrible. Um, I did finally find it, but I mean, you could see how much I had to grit out in order to find copper, and that was uh, it's over this way, I think. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, this one right here. But yep. So yeah, I don't intend to die, but uh, hypothetically speaking, if I die early, um, on this stream, I'll probably switch over to a different game. I'll probably play Balatro for a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing a bunch of mining today. With all of the prospecting I did in the previous stream, I know I've got my sources for basically every resource that I need, all the way up to EBF. Um, and the only thing that was really holding me back at the end was finding a copper vein. So it will be full steam ahead. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and mine all these veins out. Let's see about this. Uh, let's do that. Um, I even started looking into. I've been wanting to play Terra Firma Greg, um, and I looked into renting a server for that. But I mean, I can afford it. That's not the problem. But I just don't have any time to play it right now. So, like, I don't want to play, or I don't want to try to play the Dwarven Stronghold run and a hardcore run and Terra Firma Greg. So yeah, maybe when this hardcore run is done, maybe that's when I'll pick up Terra Firma. Awesome. Hey, Exy, listen, I was kind of hoping that one of the other people that were talking about it, one of the other people in the community have been talking about TFG. I was kind of hoping that one of the other people was going to rent the server for people to play on, but that hasn't come along. So I think I'm going to rent a server, and I'll be the one. I'll invite certain people to come on and play, and you are going to be one of the people that I'll definitely invite. I don't really know that many people in the Terra Firma community, but as far as the people I know in the New Horizons community, you know, there a lot of people would be I'm open to letting a number of people on, as long as I know them. Uh, let's see. But yeah, Terra Firma Greg. Like, I'm a Terra Firma nerd. Like, I love. It is a little grindy. I mean, but it is what it is. Yeah, yeah, exactly, X. Yeah, I didn't want to, I didn't want to stretch myself too incredibly thin. Although I gotta say, you're doing a great job. I saw some of the additions. I was watching a little bit of Goo's stream earlier today, and I think I finally saw some of the additions that you had made. I don't know, recently in the last week or so. I think. Um, Whole lot of rooms set up for, like, I know Diddy said that the one that Goo is in at the moment was for benzene. So, um, yeah, yeah, definitely. I know you. I feel your pain. I know I don't want to stretch myself too thin. I already feel stretched thin with my work schedule. I haven't been in Hive that much anymore. Well, you're kind of waiting for the tech upgrade, right? Like, really, all of you guys are waiting to get up into HV, right? Or wait, is it like a clean room that's gating you guys? I don't even remember, honestly. Yeah, yeah. With there being like only a couple major gates left, like you either have to go directly at those specific things, or nothing at all. That's kind of a crappy place to be in. Um, Tell in term doing world edit building. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully, uh, hopefully there's enough coordination that everybody can put in their uh, how should I say this? Hopefully there's enough coordination in place that everybody can work to their strengths. Um, yeah. You didn't see my tongue in cheek remark. um yeah, with a pack as big as GTNH, and especially with a challenge run that's that uh in depth and challenging. Yeah, it does require an awful lot of coordination, and that's unfortunate. Um, okay, so you can go there, and then there we go. Samson and that other guy. Okay. Does I'm trying to remember about there was one guy on that was on right at the beginning, and I didn't see him on lately. Was it Care? I think it was. Are they still on? I know Samso has been waiting for some better building supplies, or uh what am I trying to say? Um, like tech upgrades. Care just vanish. That sucks, man. Yeah, because he seemed like a pretty decent dude. I know, I know that that's, part of the problem with big groups is that, sometimes you start with a big group and everybody scatters right away. But hopefully, I mean, I know Diddy at one point in time was talking about bringing some new people on, but I guess that window is closed now. Now that you guys have tiered up, um, I hope that you guys have enough manpower to keep up the pace. Once you're able to get over these hurdles that are holding people up. That's the only nice thing about playing single player is I make my own hurdles. The only person that trips me up is me. Okay, so that's got to be enough. I can't spend this much time down here in the coal vein. Let me just cook up a little bit more though. Yep, that is a shame about care. Um Yeah, I heard he was practically incommunicado for a few days. Did they ever sort out the public server situation? Admittedly, I've been really busy with work and everything else myself, so I haven't been able to keep up with the changes if there have been any. So I can sympathize with Time. I know Time is probably about 10 times busier than I am. Ah, let's see. Maybe I'll make another furnace. Yes. The lignite. But yeah, it would be cool to see what kind of bases they're able to crank out. I do like Sams's build style. I'm not sure if I've even caught a Samsa stream all the way through. I think I've only ever seen clips of Samsa. Um, so it'd be neat to see them on the big multiplayer run. That is. Um, let's see. My schedule is going to continue to be a little bit screwy for another few weeks at least. But I'm at the point right now where I'm kind of fed up with my job. Um, I'm in the if you want to think about the stages of grief, I'm in the anger phase. Um, so I need to find a new job, but I need to buy a car first. So all of this IRL stuff is going to take some of my focus in the next few weeks, um, which means there might be like one less day here and there that I'm able to stream, or I stream for like 2 hours instead of five, something like that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Um, for I have to do a bunch of paperwork in order to purchase a vehicle. I haven't owned a car in like 4 years or something like that, and they do not make it easy for someone like me. It's a job. Wow, that's an interview, man. Wow. Well, hopefully that means that there is something good in the future. One hour. Yeah, yeah, 1 hour is a long time. Um, yeah, I think my longest interview has probably been 45 minutes, and the only reason it lasted that long is because we were joking around by the end of it. Like I had gotten the job like 10 minutes in, and we were just kind of BSing in the back. It was essentially the my new boss's break. um, so that was a cool job. That it didn't last long, but it was a cool job. Um, but yeah, I'm in an unfortunate situation where like here I live in the United States, and in my particular area there isn't a very good public transit network, so um, I have to walk everywhere that I want to go. Uh, I have to um, like I have to walk a mile to get up to the main road, and I live in the suburbs. Like I'm not out in the sticks or anything like that, but I still got to walk a solid mile just to get up to the nearest major road. So, um, without reliable transportation, there's only so many places in this specific area that are worth working at. So, unfortunately, that means I'm stuck until I buy a car. Because I don't see myself moving out of this area entirely without having one. With that being said, I mean this area isn't bad, but yeah, it is it's not great for uh you know foot powered transportation. If I get that job, I don't know how streaming continues. Yeah, yeah. If you get cool, because you've got a family too, so if you're working a lot of hours and you're trying to spend time with the fam, yeah, streaming time could probably go almost to nil. I hope you still do. I hope you still I don't mean to sound like this, but hopefully, like if you do have to cut way back on streaming, I hope you keep your hardcore world more than anything, because I really like that place. I like your build style. I like the the little like little village kind of thing you've got going on. It looks really cool. I like it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so hopefully, if nothing else continues, hopefully that's the one that does. Um, Yeah, I've been wanting to do some fun things, but yeah, I've just been busy. Hey John, how's it going? What is up, my dude? Yep, we're doing some hardcore today. Um like I was mentioning earlier, I didn't feel like I got as much as I wanted to get done in the last one, so I just called this one Inferno Part 2. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get to the Nether in this one either, but I'm going to I'm going to put in some hours trying to get some things done with work, so I'm happy. Nice, nice. Yeah, and enjoy yourself. Hopefully you can have a fun and enjoyable weekend. Durian Bee soon. TPV coils get very nice. Very nice. Uh those things are pretty expensive. Enderium Bee soon trademark. Yeah, yeah, I will be in the Nether soon, TM. It works some days, so I'm not sure the details. Uh, well, even if you have a bit of a clipped weekend, hopefully you can make the best of it. Okay. Do I want more coal, or am I just sitting here cooking? Yeah, Mickey D's doesn't sound too bad, honestly. Last time I went to Mickey D's around here, I got the chicken nugget basket. Uh, yeah, pretended I was 8 years old again with my big basket of nuggies. Okay, there's a lot of monsters over there. I don't know if I want to even mess around with that. And actually, you know what? Hold on a minute. Let's take all this fuel out. Cause I should probably just start cooking this stuff at home. Get out of this hole. Good enough. Okay. Yep. I think my dinner tonight is going to be a frozen pizza. I haven't done anything with it yet. I'm still considering my options. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's quick and easy, and that's what I'm gonna like about it tonight. It's quick, easy, and I don't have to look at it too much. I cooked a pizza the other day, and I've got a little like apartment size oven, so it doesn't heat quite properly. So there's always like a hot side and a cold side. It seems like, but I don't know what I did the other day, but I cooked a pizza and it turned out like absolutely perfect. So yeah, here's to hoping. Here's to hoping I can get 2 in a row. Let's take some of these and do that. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I've got the small coal boiler, the steam alloy smelter. I need to make some sort of tank for steam. And then I need to go full bore on the bricked blast furnace. So I suppose, oh, hold on a minute. Hold on. Before I leave, all right. Got off pattern there for a minute. Oh yeah, this is the you know what? Hold on a minute. Let's just go ahead and find out just how dangerous this is. And I have a reason why, because if this is my calcite, I need to be able to get all of it out. And if this is where I die, then so be it. But I need this calcite. Yeah, exactly. If I do die right away, I might just call the stream. No, don't hack me, bro. Ooh, hello. Ooh, that is a mausoleum. Okay. That's awesome. Well, yeah, resuming the countdown. um, man, am I really gonna have to find a new lapis? I really was. There are other veins with calcite. Yeah, I'm gonna have to abandon this one just because of the placement being on a cardinal direction to this thing. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go up here, I guess, because I do remember seeing some, like a small sodalite or something like that. Oh. Anything good? Nope. Of course not. All right. Well, let's take a walk, I suppose, and see if we can find that uh small sodalite. And hold on, I can eat this. This one's blank, and I don't remember why. Why did I skip this one? Probably a nickel vein, okay. Cool. Yeah, that lapis is unfortunate. I really was gonna dig right through that one, but that mausoleum, yeah, that's gonna put that plan dead in its tracks. Um, yeah, like even if I wanted to continue working on that one, I just don't think it's possible, honestly. Not with this level of gear, you know, by myself and so on and so forth. Uh, is there any? Oh, that's actually a cave. Okay. Malachites. I should have bookmarked this. Oh, where did I see it? It was over on this. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, it's this one. Oh man, I didn't even think about it. I don't have a bed. Oh no. This is gonna be annoying. Oh man. I think I'm down far enough. Oh no. No, don't start with the spiders again. No spiders. Yeah, because it looks like it's over here. I'm curious. I kind of want to dig straight over it or dig some boreholes to see if I can see what that feature is. But I kind of don't want to know. Oh, I see it. Ooh, that is big open vein. Ooh, that's a big open vein. Oh man. Oh man. Nope. Oh man. Oh, what am I gonna do with this one? Eh. Small silver. Hey. Small calcite. Let's see if I can be sneaky. Okay, so that is around that corner. Okay. So this is up here is what I really need to worry about. Ooh, that bat spooked me. I saw movement and I just immediately got out of the way. Dang it. This is all right, I have to pull the plug on this one too. It just if it wasn't hardcore, if this was just regular old GTNH, I probably would go ahead and try to raid that one. Man. Um, so let me try this one right here. I think that might be lapis as well. do I try this one? Nah, I think I'm gonna try the first one that I want to do is this one over here. Is there any small ores? Kaolinite, okay. Fuller iron, okay, yeah. I guess I don't want this one. And this one is gold, yeah, so I figured assume this is magnetite and move on. Gold, soapstone pent, yeah, that's a nickel vein. Well, a soapstone vein. This one will be yes, yeah, okay. Calcite, yep. All right, no caves. No caves, please. All right. There it is. Okay, so now, if I remember right, calcite is the sporadic vein, the sporadic ore. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well. Nope. Okay. So with the way my luck on lapis veins are going, at some point in this one, I'll probably be forcibly teleported to the deep dark. That's the only way that this one can be worse than the other ones. ah, um. this one does appear to be solid. At least it looks solid on the map. We'll see. We'll see how far that holds up. Let's see. "6x begonias." Interesting. Nice. No extra info? What? It would be cool if the Lexica Botanica integrated with a little bit more with NEI, but that's cool. All right, XE, have a good one, man, and hopefully, again, good luck on your interview. Hopefully you hear something. I know I'm sitting here thinking about the fact that I guess I'm gonna need to temper my expectations, because just seeing how long each step of this process is taking, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that nether portal done today. Not unless this stream is 8 hours. Okay. Right on. Yeah, I like the open crate dropper thing. It's a quick and easy way to automate early Botania. And I say early Botania, but I've used I've used those quite a ways into Botania in other packs. They're not an in-game solution, but I've certainly used them close to it. Mostly out of laziness. All right. Let's get rid of the junk. Only 4 calcites so far. Okay. I need 36 as far as I remember. Or any number of ores and dusts that add up to 72. 72 dusts. If I remember correctly. Um, Oh, and I know that I've been throwing away the stone dust, but I do need to save and or make some stone dust pretty soon, because you use a lot of stone plates for the kitchen stuff. And one of the things that I'm going to have to do in this playthrough is make the cooking for Blockhead's kitchen and get my maximum number of hearts up as high as I can. In the Dwarven Stronghold run, one of my goals is to eat every food, and so I'll have like the 70 bonus hearts or 90 bonus hearts or you know whatever the actual number is. I don't know. Here, I'm going to be getting enough bonus hearts to save myself from dying. I don't know if I'm going to get like I don't know if I'm going to eat every food, but I probably should. I should at least think about it. 7 calcite, man. More bonus hearts, indeed, indeed. Once I start claiming quests, I'll eat all the foods that the quests give you, and that's good for a few bonus hearts by itself. If anybody doesn't know, you can do food list size, and this command will tell you all the information you need to know. Hey Quest, how's it going? Speaking of people who are busy IRL with work, how's it going, my dude? Nah, totally understandable. I get it. Man. Yeah, I know that when I've been really busy this week, I've dropped into people's streams and I'm just like I'm thinking to myself like, oh man, I need to get right to bed. I can't really be here. Do I want to say hi and bye in the same sentence, or do I want to just lurk for a few minutes and then go to bed? Yeah, so I get you. I feel you. I was working frozen food last night, so I was wide awake when I got off this morning. Oh wow. A lot of times, like a lot of times, I fall asleep in my chair. Believe it or not, I'm an old man. Um, there's been a couple nights when I've been on until like 2 o'clock. And then there's been several other nights where I've been on AFK until like 2 o'clock. um, yeah, sometimes I'll throw on a movie on the other screen, but yeah, just as soon as I'm not actively engaged in something, when I'm tired, I just nod right off. You know, when I get to that point, I am an insomniac at times, but seems like the only time I can sleep well is if I'm sitting at the computer wanting to do something. Hey, sickness. Yeah, that's a thing that never happens, right? Okay, so I have 10 calcite. Man. Let's set these down. I don't need them in here, but I'm just trying to get stuff out of my inventory. We'll throw all this away. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Oh, like the are you talking about the alarm for the high temperature alarm? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. I remember those. I haven't worked at a place big enough to have alarm setups like that uh in quite a while, but yeah, I do know what you're talking about. Okay. Where am I at? 13. 13 calcite out of 36, and I could maybe pick out a half dozen? Ugh, that sucks. So yeah, for those keeping score at home, I need 36 each of gypsum and calcite, and then I still need to go and get a bunch of sand for quartz sand, and then I'm gonna have to grind up some of this cobblestone for the stone dust. I'm not keeping stone dust out in the world. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Ooh, that's a little dark. Let's put one right there. Um, let's be real. I'm just gonna pitch this lazurite. By the time I can use it, I'm gonna have like 10,000 more. Oh no! The whole reason I came over here was to fix the pick. Um, so yeah, 36 gypsum calcite, a bunch of sand, some clay, more brick, and then I need to harvest some logs for charcoal. And then I'll also need some buckets. And I don't remember whether I need metal buckets for concrete or not. But I know that you can do you can use the clay buckets for the water to make concrete. So glad I'm at the point where I can just... Ooh, yeah, nice. Very nice quest. Yeah. Getting up there to the stages of automation is really nice. It feels like the game kind of opens up when you finally get to those uh tiers of automation. 16 calcite. Man, this is not adding up very fast. Yeah, I mean, especially if you've been busy with work or a crazy schedule. Yeah, it's uh, it's definitely hard to get things done. I know the feeling. I know the feeling all too well. I know I was talking about this at the beginning of the stream, but it's worth reiterating that I am at the point where I can afford to purchase a car. I'm buying a car in cash outright. I just need to find the one that I'm actually willing to spend cash money on. I so far I have not found the car that I'm buying. But once I get that, like literally as soon as I get the plates on that thing, I'm probably going to quit the job I've got, take a couple weeks off, and then get on working with my brother. Making $3 more an hour with a set schedule and not working with the public. So, if it all works out the way that I hope it does, that means about a month, maybe 6 weeks from now, I'll have more time to stream. I'll have a schedule. I'll be in a better mood. Hopefully things in the near future is yeah. Yes. Yeah, hey John, I'm going to spend. I'm going to soak up all of your stream watching time by streaming every day. John's like challenge accepted. Let's see. 20 calcite, and can I pick 16? No, probably not. Amazing. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, exactly, sickness, and especially with these places, they like to rip people off with the financing terms. And I was already going to get financing through a credit union, but even that financing is still relatively high because like interest rates overall are relatively high right now. Um, and I've done the how should I say this? Because I didn't know when or how soon I was going to buy a car, so I've literally just kept my car savings in savings and not put it in a CD or a money market or any kind of a financial vehicle of that nature. Um, so I'm already not making the right kind of return on the money that I've got saved. So I definitely can't waste what I've got getting a bad deal. So I'm going to, I've made it this far. I'm going to go ahead and take my time and get a good deal. Not only the car, but also the terms of the financial agreement. If at all possible, I'm going to buy something cash outright. Uh, but again, what I've been telling my friends, like, worth a few days it takes to withdraw money usually. Yeah, and I should have done that quest. I should have done a high yield, at least for the couple months that I was sitting on this stack. Do you want a tactic for buying? Yeah, sure. Yeah, feel free to shoot one out, man. Yep. Yeah, I don't want to spend every cent that I've got on a car, like some knuckleheads that I know. uh, um, I want to be able to buy a car and then immediately do any kind of requisite work on it. I want to be able to put some new tires on it. I want to be able to take it to a reputable mechanic and get it not just the state inspection, but I want the friendly inspection. I want somebody to be able to be like, hey man, what's the next thing I need to fix? You know what I mean? And again, I'm going to be buying a used car, so any used car at all is going to have some sort of issue. But there's a difference between buying a used car and buying a lemon, and I want to try to get the former and not the latter. So, and again, I've waited this long, so I really have all the time in the world to go slowly and make a quality informed decision. I've got a good mechanic, but I stopped going there because, well, first of all, I haven't owned a car in the last 4 years. Um, the car that I had, it was a junker, but I was kind of like I was running a whole series of junkers back to back to back while I was trying to save money. But this junker had died, and then I tried to get it fixed, and it died again. And then the next week, we had the first COVID lockdown, and I never got it fixed, and I've just been kind of like stumbling through life ever since. So don't cry for me. I'll be all right. But it's been quite a tough go of things. I mean, for some amount of time in the last 4 years, I had a job where I had to walk 3 miles to work 10 hours on my feet, and then walk home after dark. That was quite a grind. Um, so yeah, hopefully, once I get all this transportation stuff sorted out, I can immediately switch jobs and start stacking up my cash again. Because again, I've got a whole bunch of creative projects, and essentially everything is on hold right now because I just don't have the time or the proper like headspace in order to do the creative things that I want to do. Um, so yeah, so as soon as I can get a new job, I'll be able to get back to like editing my novel, working on music, perhaps, doing more of the creative stuff with the Dwarven Stronghold, because I know I was talking about doing some voices or some skits or scenes or whatnot. I'll make a comment about John's in a second, but yeah, sickness. Those guys were actually D-bags because they knew for a fact that I walked both ways, to and from the job, and they would give me rides home at times. But you wouldn't believe the amount of times that I would get in there and they would try to push me harder than the rest, because while everybody else was standing around chit-chatting, I was the one that was going and filling the tool caddies and the racks and the bins and changing the rags and doing the this and doing that and staying busy. So they thought they could lean on me even harder. And I'm like, no, look, guys, like, why don't you talk to them? And like, no, we're talking to you. I'm like, I know. Why don't you talk to them? No, that's funny. That's funny. It is funny. Let's see. So John said, go in with a per-approved credit letter for purchase from a non-affiliated credit union. Yeah. Oh, price changes are the worst. Yeah, I like that tactic, John. I was already gonna do something similar, but having it written out like that is a good thing. I was going to get a kind of a the pre-approval letter or the letter of intent or whatever it's called from the credit union before I started going to lots, but I like I said a little bit ago, I didn't want to just walk to the first lot that I could get to and try to get something there. Um, I wanted to be able to go to a lot with my pre-approved financing and say, hey, look, I might buy this one right here, but I'm just looking around right now, and I might come back in a couple days. I don't know. We'll see what you guys got. Um, I was just gonna try to do some of those types of things to mitigate any kind of like um hard sales tactics. But I like the way that you had typed out your tactic. Um yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to try something like that for sure. Ooh, that's a good tactic. Yeah, because to what John just said, a lot of car lots, especially a lot of the lower tier used car lots that I'll probably be looking at, they like to pull some bait and switch on people. And there are lemon laws and bait laws and stuff like that. You'll have to check your own jurisdictions. I know I'll have to check my jurisdictions. Um, laws in regards to the matter. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I wanted to be so nonchalant and be like, oh well, I might get this, but I'm just gonna go and look at a different lot anyway. I don't care if this is the deal of the century. I'm gonna go to the next one down the street and see what they got. Um, kind of just to when you're buying a car, you definitely have to show that you're not afraid to walk away from whatever deal. Kind of like what John was saying, in a different way, because the car lot will absolutely do pull some shady stuff on you just as quick. All right, hey, have a good rest, Quest. Yeah, have a good nap before work, right? Off today and tomorrow, so I'm good for now. Okay. So we might see a quest stream tomorrow or the next day. No pressure. All right. So I'm at 26. So I think I can go ahead and pick the calcite now. Yeah, again, no pressure. Like, don't think I'm pressuring you to get online, because I know how I feel. Like, especially after work, especially this last week. I was so absolutely grumpy, and then just having like these absolute bad days over and over and over at the job. Like, I just like, even if I had stuff that I wanted to do on stream, I just didn't want to be online in a bad mood. You know, like being grumpy, you know, on a live stream. So that's part of the reason why I've had some gaps. So I can completely understand. Am I really too short right now? Dang it. Dang it. And when the paperwork looks like crap, draw a line through it. Interesting. Nice. Yeah, I like that tactic. Okay, so that's 36 calcite. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more just to have a spare. Small silver, I'll take that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have exactly 36. I hate to just cut and run, but I might actually do that. Because I've been down here for quite a while, and I'm already over the 2 hour mark on this stream, and I haven't even built the I haven't even started building the BBF. Wow. I still have to go and get gypsum. Yeah. Degree. Yes. You know what, John? That actually might be the best piece of advice that anybody can ever hear in regards to making a big purchase. You aren't in the business of buying things. They are in the business of selling things. So the seller needs to come to you if it is a buyer's market. And hopefully right now it is a buyer's market, because like, I know a lot of people are this is a time of year where people start getting their new vehicles and they start trading in their old ones. And so for a brief couple months right about now, the whole market is flooded with reasonably decent used vehicles. So if anybody else out there is in my situation, uh these next couple months are probably the ideal time to find a good deal, but it's also the ideal time to run into a lemon. So, you gotta, it's always a risk. There's always a gamble. Used cars are always a buyer's market, no matter what anybody says. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. You are right. Okay, so calcite. Put you right there. So let's go get the gypsum. And then that was this one. But wait, hold on, wait. What was the reason why I didn't go down? There was a reason why I walked away from that one. Was that a cave? Because I got a few gypsum and then I walked away and did something else. I guess let's just go down and see what it looks like. Huh? No? Okay. I don't know. Alright, so gypsum is also the sporadic ore, right? Yes, okay. Alright, well, we'll be in this one for a little while now. But this isn't bad. Again, you know, I don't mind digging this out because I needed to get a bunch of iron anyway. I want to build a railcraft tank for steam. Nice. Congratulations, John. John's been working super hard on bees. It's been quite the buzz. Oop. Let me do this. But yeah, I guess just to wrap up the thoughts on the car situation. Again, thank you for the tips. I'm going to take all of those under consideration, and kind of, you know, factor them into my the way that I do things. The only thing that sucks about buying a car, again, is the fact that it's going to soak up a perfectly good streaming day for me, maybe two. Yes. Yes. One of the things that's going to suck about getting a car, and again, I live in the States, and every state has a different way of going about doing things. But here in my state, I can't get. I have to have a personal property tax receipt in order to get plates. And I haven't owned personal property in a while, so I need to get a personal property waiver. And one of the quirks of this area is that you cannot get a personal property waiver if you don't own personal property. And I went round and round with the clerk at the place. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I can't get this process started early. And they're like, no, you're gonna have to come in here with a valid bill of sale and a title in order to get a personal property waiver. I'm like, you're serious? So yeah, unfortunately, whatever day I end up buying this car, I'm going to have to go and sit in the administrative building for the county, and you know, wait my 2 hours to get called on to get a slip of paper. So it is what it is. I just, again, you know, being prudent, I tried to get that whole thing started early, and it's just supposedly impossible. Honestly, when that was first when they first described that policy to me, I thought I was being BS'd. I honestly thought I was being BS. I'm like, wait a minute, you mean, hold on. Yeah, I have to buy a car to get a waiver, and then I have to have a waiver to get the car. And I'm like, yeah, it just didn't sound right, but yeah. Kind of the same thing around here, where if you buy it from if you buy a car from a third party, you have to go and get it inspected. But unless the third party allows you to use their plates, or you have plates of your own from a different vehicle, um, like me personally, I don't have my own plates from a different vehicle. So do I drive the vehicle as it is over to the inspection area and get pulled over and show them the paperwork? And the cop that I asked said, yeah, you drive it without plates and you have the bill of sale in your hand, and you should be okay. And I'm like, that should is carrying a lot of water right there. Are you saying that that's the way I actually have to do it? And they're like, yeah, it's the only way to get it done. So I'm just complaining about paperwork here, but it just seems like there should be a better way of doing things. Yeah, which is reasonable. Half the people around here have temp tags from 2021, but knowing my luck, I would be the one that got pulled over. Ah, thank you for the follow. I just saw that. I don't have any kind of public indicators for follows on this channel. I'm lurker friendly, but thank you for that. And if you want to say hi in chat, feel free. So I needed 36 gypsum, but I already have 6 at home, so I really only need 30. This is nothing. This is actually the hardcore playthrough, and all I'm doing right now is getting enough gypsum and calcite to make a BBF. I wonder if you could use that. Well, I'm going to need to tow it to the inspection. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can play hardball with that type of stuff. And I will try to negotiate a good deal. But I don't know how much I'm going to needle a used car salesman, because if there's any one person on the planet that knows how to structure things in order to get over on somebody, it's a used car salesman. So I don't know how much I would actually needle them and then still purchase from them. So I whenever I do something, I will be reasonable. And I might actually ask for something like that, but that might be as hard as I push them. Other than the details of the deal itself, let's just say it like that. Like, I'm not gonna push them for like a free car wash or floor mats or some silly bullshit. Yeah, exactly. It's worth doing things in a reasonable manner. If nothing else, hypothetically speaking, I would love to be able to wind up getting a good deal on something at a place that's reputable enough to go back to a second time. Because I guess I didn't mention this earlier when I was talking about buying a car. So I've got money in the bank for a car, but I've been saving money in the bank for a car because I wanted to buy a new car. But my time limit on that is running out. I have to get a new job and I have to get a car in order to get a new job. So I'm biting the bullet and buying my version of a burner right now, so that I can get a new job, save more money, and then buy my new car in a couple years, I suppose. Yeah, I really was saving up the money right now to buy a new car. Uh, and it worked. I mean, I was saving a good almost a grand a month. But but yeah, that's saving a grand a month and not doing anything else. Um, very low intensity life here. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. Yep. Yeah, exactly, John. Exactly. It's their job to make me a deal. It's not my job to accept it. Let's see. But yeah. So with all of this car talk and financing and whatnot, uh, the only major purchase I'm going to do before I buy a car is I'm probably going to rent a server like I had mentioned previously. Um, for some other pack once this hardcore run ends. I'm assuming that this hardcore run will end sometime relatively soon. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, sickness. Yeah, they'll write it up so that it sounds like you're getting it for free, but then they'll tack on $600 $800 to the sale price or something, or tick the financing percentage up a few basis points, or they get it in one way or the other for sure. Being emotional is a sales tactic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, who knows? I might get hot headed at the at a bad dealership at least. I've had a I can't say that that I have anger issues, but just being under such a negative environment at my current job, I feel like I've gotten a little bit more barky in the last couple months, and I don't like it. I don't really like being like that, or feeling like I need to be barky. um, so yeah, that's another reason why I want to leave. Before because I don't know, I just don't want that kind of feeling to settle in. I don't want to feel like I need to be an angry person in this life. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that I want to. Um, it's not the way I want to live my life. Hmm. So what do I got? Six. Uh, I definitely don't see enough to pick. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yep, salesmen have a particular knack to figure out ways to get under people and uh, separate fools from their hard-earned cash. uh, I'm not saying that I'm not a fool. I'm just saying that I'm going to try to hold on to as much of my cash as I can. Ah. Okay. All right, so I need one right here. Yeah. That's a fallacious accusation, or I mean, a salacious accusation. Let's see. Uh, so I guess the last thing I'll mention about the car situation, if I have a choice, I'm going to get a truck because one of the things that I used to like to do is woodworking, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to do any woodworking in the last few years because I don't have any transportation in order to get lumber back to the house. And I mean, building things out of an apartment was kind of an effort and futility anyway. But nonetheless, I persevered. Um, but I do have a good idea for a business for anybody that's out there wanting to do some things. You think of you get some like some like country boys or some good old kind of dudes with the big trucks with the knobby tires. You know, you get those kind of guys to deliver you like building supplies and hardware and tools and stuff like that, and you can call it Goober. Yep, 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 yep. Somebody out there is gonna make like $1 billion. Oh no, I want to keep that. Get rid of that. Okay, we're at 11 gypsum. Oh, can I scrape out 19 more? Not yet. Okay. Yes, I like it. I like it. um, I always thought that with all of these states that are doing decriminalization of a certain plant substance, um, I was thinking that a good delivery service for that could be called Duber. Yeah, Automod is sensitive. Automod was in its feelings. Ooh, hold on. Oh, hold on a minute. I want to keep gypsum, keep silver. I'll get rid of you. Okay. And then all right, so once I'm done with gypsum, I'll have enough gypsum and calcite to make a BBF, but I'll still need to go out and get um uh I'll still need to go out and get a bunch of clay because I'll have to make clay buckets, and I think I also need to have clay dust and to mix with the brick dust for fire bricks. Yeah, I'm not surprised. A lot of people, a lot of people are idiots, just plainly, and it's gonna take a little while for those types of institutional guardrails to be put into place. I do think that um, I do think that driving under the influence of that particular substance is different than driving under the influence of alcohol, but I do still think that it's a problem, and I do think that there's probably going to have to be some sort of I don't know, some sort of limit um, that doesn't necessarily require a breathalyzer because it just doesn't really work for that in particular. Because I would be honestly like I between somebody that smoked a joint and somebody that ate a bunch of gummies, I'm more scared of the person that ate a bunch of gummies because those things can be really potent, and that would never show up on a breathalyzer or a tongue test or like the swab test or whatever it's called. And I think that if they try to do a blood test on the side of the road to see how many gummies you ate, I think that's just kind of going all the way down the wrong kind of road. Scrambles has got the best idea ever. That would be the okay. Hold on. So the state trooper pulls the guy out of his car, and he doesn't say anything, but he just sets he has the suspect stand at the hood of the officer's car, and without saying a word, the officer reaches into his belt and he sets an oatmeal cream pie on the hood, and then he goes and sits in his car and starts typing on the laptop in his cruiser. Just watching what the heavily intoxicated gentleman does, staring at the oatmeal cream pie the whole time. Yeah, yes. You didn't even chew, you monster. Yeah. No, officer, it's hi. How are you? I just, I love all the jokes. Again, I'm glad that it's being legalized. It shouldn't have been illegal in the first place, but there is going to be some lumps and some warts and some growing pains through all that stuff, and I will absolutely 10,000% crack every joke that I've ever heard in my life because it's funny. I I've definitely known some characters. I've got some stories. I don't think I'm gonna be telling these stories on Twitch, or at least not right now. But yeah, I've seen some funny things. Yeah, everybody that's there after 12:15 is definitely inebriated. You know, and again, while we're talking about good business ideas, I think it's a good idea to open up like a donut shop right next to a dispensary. Maybe make like a pizza place, or like a little taqueria. You make a killing. I remember you telling me about a coworker at a pizza place. I know I've told you some stories, Scrambles. I know you've heard some things. Yes. Oh man, a Little Caesars next to a dispensary? Like, dude, Dude, you mean it's hot and it's ready? Like, whoa, man, that's cool as hell, bro. I would love to have an order of Italian cheese bread right about now. I used to work at a it's super hot. I used to work at a Little Caesars and I used to make Italian cheese bread and I would put like pepperoni and bacon on it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. They trust me, the people at the front counter of Little Caesars don't like special orders, especially if you tell them you worked there 20 years ago and you want it done a certain way. No, that doesn't work. Oh! Where did you come from? Oh man. Did y'all see that? What the hell? Wow. Is it? No, it would be a lot redder down here if it was. Wow, but that's wild. Oh. Let me maybe go ahead and pick this and then go home. Oop. Yeah. I mean, for a brief second, I was like, did I actually not see that guy standing right there? But yeah, he literally did just spawn right on top of me. Man. Look, I'm surprised that wasn't the end of this run, and like, I don't know. I feel like if that would have been the end of the run, I would have been punching air still. But no, we continue. I might go and watch that bit of the VOD a little bit later, or clip a clip of that particular incident. Yeah, thank you, John. I wanna see that too. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm paranoid. I was having a good time. I'm just telling stories, laughing, giggling and stuff, and then yeah, now I'm on my edge. Let's see. I got 42 gypsum. I should be okay. Put like pepperoni and bacon on it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. They trust me. The people at the front counter of Little Caesars don't like special orders, especially if you tell them you worked there 20 years ago and you want it done a certain way. No, that doesn't work. Oh! Where did you come from? Oh man. Okay, yeah, I muted out. Sorry, I didn't know if it was getting if there was gonna be like a feedback loop with the sounds or not. Yeah, he did. It looked like it did come down the staircase, but that's a question mark. Okay, so I'm good on gypsum and calcite. So now I need to get sand. And I'm just gonna go over here, giant desert, and I'm gonna get a ton of sand. So I wish I had a steel. I don't know if I've seen a steel yet. All right, so how about let's start there. Oop, that's fine. We're going there. And that. Oh, where is the marker? There it is. Another thing that I wouldn't mind finding is a loot game. Loot games commonly have some really good stuff in them, especially if you're able to uh, uh, get to later levels. Yeah, that was 100% instinct. That was completely subconscious. Okay, so then I want to kind of cut through here in between the mountains. Okay. Oh man. I mean, I'm glad that I got a nice tall geyser right here for when the time is right. But yeah, that's a mess. Right. That's the first stock garden that I've found. So I'll take the stock gardens, but I'll leave the rest. Yeah, that was a heck of a creeper, and that is a heck of a clip. Uh, I'm glad that wasn't the end. Let's just say it like that. That would have been a BS ending if it was. I'll leave the gourds for now. That's the first leafy I've found as well, but I'm only picking up the stalks for the moment. I need to save as much of my inventory space as I can. I love it. That's so great. Oh, you know what? I did just say I wasn't picking up the leafy. You know what? That's fine. I do need them both. Because I want to get soybean planted early, which is stalk, and then leafy has you need lettuce, spinach, and there was one other that you really need. I'm not gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna not be distracted. Oh, is this the one that I've already been in? I think this might be the one I've been in already. Can't tell. I have been in this one. I have stolen the bed. Alright, well. Heck. Okay, so yeah, just cross the river and head over. That's unfortunate though, since I don't have a bed. I'm basically going to have to dig up as much as I can get at the end of this game day and then warp home, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. I'll be able to get a little bit. Just don't rush. Um well, no, not necessarily scrambles. What I was thinking about doing was I want to do one of two things. I either wanted to run a pack called Get out of here. I wanted to run a pack called Terra Firma, Greg, which is basically Terra Firma Craft plus New Horizons. I was going to do the 112 version of that pack. But the other idea that I've had for a little while is to run a challenge map like one of the Vex Super Hostile from back in the day. And I don't know which one I was. Oh, I don't have a work table. Oh crap. But yeah, I was most likely going to run a Greg Tech pack on it, but it wasn't going to be New Horizons. Because I know when you had rented a server a while back, you were renting it from Mr. Serious. Oh, what's his name? Curse Cassis? Something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to warp home. Yeah. Which I just to keep everybody else in the loop, Scrambles has rented servers from this guy in the past, and he's pretty good about things. The last one that I remember, Scrambles had rented a server so that we could play Escape from Minecraft. Granted, that playthrough didn't last very long. I think we both got pulled off onto different things. I think that was right around the time when Baldur's Gate came out for you, and I know it was right around the time where it got busy IRL for me. Not to mention GTNH. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, just spitballing here, but I bet you he would give me a better deal that I'm getting that I would than I would get offered from any of these public hosting situations. It was funny because we had a lot of fun, and I've told this story before, but it's worth saying again because it's hilarious. We were playing a like a factions Escape from Minecraft back in the day, and it was basically our group versus the server. It was like me, Scrambles, and like what 3 or 4 other people that played part time versus literally anybody else that came on, because everybody else was on Curse Cassis's team more or less. And so we trolled that all absolute hell out of him to the point where he set off a nuke right in front of our building. We had our building completely encased by a force field, so there was 0 damage done to the building proper, but there was this giant crater all the way around it. It was hilarious. It wasn't hilarious at the moment, but it's definitely hilarious in hindsight. That was my best trolling, I think, because we had found his secret base. Yeah, we had found his secret base, and so because we found his secret base, he like got all like secret agent. Yeah, he got all secret agent, and so yeah, his first secret base we found really quickly, and Scrambles did what he did, and then for the second secret base, like quite literally, Scrambles and I were on stream watching his mini map, trying to triangulate the features of the map so that we could figure out where his base was, and we found it. We triangulated his base, and then again, my best trolling of all time is I built a fully functioning automatic blaze grinder on top of the nether, directly on top of his secret nether base, and I was in shift the entire time as I was building this blaze grinder. It was absolutely hilarious. I showed him a picture of it after the fact, and he couldn't believe it. Yeah, we had fun. I don't play factions that much, but that was pretty fun. So I guess what I need to do right now. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, because you could spike foods, and like certain ones wouldn't stack anyway. So Scrambles spiked like 10% of all the foods that didn't stack, and so everybody would like eat a food, die. It was so good. It was so good. Oh man. And again, that's probably the most fun that I've had on a faction server, even though it really wasn't like it wasn't a fair fight. We trolled the shit out of him. Yeah, I've played some Greg Tech faction in the past as well. Um, I was on a Nami Factory, like a semi-anarchy Nami Factory server, and my group was pretty strong, but they based right next to spawn, and I joined this group not knowing that they were based right next to spawn, so they kept dying and doing the grave spam on top of our machines, and finally I convinced the guys that we needed to move. um, I came back to that a couple weeks later, and uh, they had converted the environment of our new house to moon turf. Like the whole, as far as the eye could see was moon turf, and apparently nobody on that server knew about flux bows except for us, but we went ahead and taught them really quickly. They found out real fast. uh let's see. I'm gonna have to go and get more sand. I didn't get enough sand, but let me think. What else can I do really quickly? I have to. Sand and clay. That's what I'm waiting on now. Okay. Sand and clay. So I guess I'm gonna go straight south, and then I'll follow this river up this way and see what kind of clay I can scrape out of it. Yes, exactly. Yes. And then it's funny because people on my team didn't know about the activated quivers, and so once we started doing that, that was a whole second round of them finding out. It was fantastic. It was really great. So I mean, but again, the only thing I will say is that the reason why we wrecked them so badly is because they just didn't know about it. Like we were probably, we were probably as skilled as an average player. So if we had any like, if we would have had any like real tryhards on that server, I think we would have been in trouble. We were about as tryhard as anybody else on there, so it kind of worked out for us. Yep, we were the sweaty nerds of the building. Ooh, nice. I do like these above ground pockets because it makes it easier to dig out. Oh, that one's small. Never mind. I take it back. You suck. um. So again, I'm not really worried about what the world looks like. I'm not going to worry about the damage that I do to the environment. Uh, but with that being said, I'm not going to be deliberately destructive. At least not right now. I mean, at some point in time, I'm sure I'll set off a nuke or something like that. Do something silly. Uh, but at least for the time being, I'm not I'm not taking care of the environment, but I'm also not deliberately destroying it. I guess I have an environment indifference. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but we're gonna go with it. Oh, there's a silver wood. I should chop that down one day. Oh, okay. I saw something move. It's a hobgoblin. Yes, I love it. I love it. That's so great. It's so great. uh, but but yeah, scrambles, you know, I was looking at the hosting packages today, and most of the different hosts, it looked like I was gonna be you know, right around the $20 a month package option to get the server size and performance that I would want. And I figured, I bet you, you know, again, no promises, but I bet you if I talk to you and see about talking to Chris Cassis, I bet you if I did pay $20 a month, I'd get a whole hell of a lot more from him than I would from any hosting service. But I think that's probably it on clay, especially since my shovel is broken. Let's just do a quick lap here and see if there's anything else interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably start. I've already started doing the legwork, but I'll probably start looking into that in earnest in a week or two, especially if I can get my schedule to clear up a little bit. Yeah, I think that would probably be the best idea overall, because again, he runs a network called Serious Servers. I don't know what they're running at the moment. I don't know what they're running at the moment. Yeah, John, you do need to get into the biz. Yeah, can I I highly recommend John's hosting service. Oh. Ooh, man. Whew. Huh. All right. Now that I dealt with that spider, let me put some respect on John's name. Yeah, John's hosting service is fantastic. Um, uh, Very smooth hosting, very low latency, and and did you see how fast that spider spawned in? Right, you don't get that performance anywhere else. Heck no. John's hosting service, the only place you ever want to be. $2.99 a minute. Yeah, plus 5 to connect, right? But yeah, I looked at Atlas, I looked at Bisect, I looked at uh Shockbite. Those are the three of the three good ones that I was looking at. The other ones were more, you had to pay more to get less. Like I didn't like no something node something or something node beast node. That one was kind of garbage, and then there was a couple other ones that were pretty garbage. Yeah, you definitely do have to have a commercial link for the uh, up and down speeds. That is true. Okay, so all right, so that was clay. Let me go get more sand, I suppose. And again, I only have one home, so and it's gonna stay that way for the immediate future. So a lot of these resource acquisition quests um, are going to take a while, and it would be a whole lot easier if I could figure out what house I left uh, my bed, because I do have a bed that I was carrying around, and it's in one of these houses. I swear. It's either one of the houses in this village or one of the houses in this village, and it actually might be this village. Um, yeah, Nodecraft is super overpriced. That might be the node one that I had looked up. I thought it was Beast Node, but I think that's a different one. Bisect was the best bang for the buck. Okay. Shock bites were laggy. Yeah, I was worried about that. Because I had originally tried to use shock bite for this playthrough, but they can't run uh they can't run um the Java 17 version of Greg Tech New Horizons. Oh, dang it. You guys, I'm gonna die to Ivy. uh how funny would it be to lose a hardcore run off of Ivy? That would be actually hilarious. Um. So yeah. Again, I am looking to uh, I am looking to rent a server that is hosting such that I can put on some sort of pack and have, probably 4 to 6, 4 to 6 people reliably playing on it. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, poison doesn't kill. You're right. You're right. I just saw that sickness. That's funny. At least we got one good clip out of this stream. I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything excessively dangerous for the remainder, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, yeah. Let me have another teleporting creeper right next to me. Yeah, yeah. The life run that ends up being a death run. Yep. Don't poison me, bro. I'm definitely paying a whole lot more attention to the greenery. Yeah, I don't know much about that either, but again, you know, uh, I just want to reiterate, John. I do truly appreciate you hosting the Dwarven Stronghold run, and you know, at some point in time, I'll probably will want to sit down and chit chat with you again, and just make sure that everything is cool about the situation on both of our ends. Um, but yeah, I don't know if a residential connection can reliably host a mid-size a mid-size multiplayer server, because I wouldn't want to monopolize your bandwidth. I guess, does that make sense? And look, John, for real, I do have the 500 to burn. I've got money in the bank. I have to buy a car first. I absolutely have to buy a car first before I do anything else. But that's a realistic option. And to be honest, the one big thing that would be holding me back is that I live in a one bedroom apartment, and I don't really want to have always on hardware in my bedroom, and that's the only place that I've got room for it at the moment. When you were active, it's like 40. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least you got a good connection. Oh, speaking of good connection, R.I.P. sickness. Um, um, we'll we'll play taps for you, but because of the latency of your new connection, you're gonna hear like every third note. Sorry, bro. um, yeah. You know what, I might spring for silent fans, or a more peaceful case. But yeah, it's definitely on my list. I just have to I absolutely have to deal with this other stuff first, that's all. um this, all right, finally. That's a terrible joke, but I love it. Yeah, that is a terrible joke, and I am a fan. Oh man. Okay, so we've got sand, we've got all right, we've got sand, we've got a little bit of gravel, we've got clay, we've got gypsum and calcite, we've got I guess I need to start making the buckets. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I got quite a bit done. Let's see. Let's look at what we're at right now. E. Minutes played. I'm at the 10-hour mark. I'll get this stream is coming up toward near the end, but the next one I'll definitely be able to fabricate all of those things. I just feel like I don't think I'm going to be able to fabricate it all right now, and I feel like this might be a good pausing point for this play. Mostly because I'm hungry. Now I want to go get some food. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here, and let's see if I can find somebody to raid. Give me just 1 second. Who is online? Oh yeah, we're definitely raiding Zyrth. Definitely raiding the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Zyrth. It's been a lot of fun, you guys. Again, I didn't get nearly as much done on this stream as I wanted to, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching, and I'll be live again in a few days. I think my next day off is Monday or Tuesday, but don't quote me on that. I'll let you all know. And I do have a Discord now. If anybody wants to keep in touch with what I do have a Discord. It's in my user profile. You can find it there. But thanks, guys. Have a good one.